Hello everyone, Alana Leilani here, your potato queen, here with a vlog. There's something that I want to talk about that I have put off for quite a really long time. In fact, over a year. I mean, granted, I didn't have a YouTube before, but I thought about posting on my Facebook, but it was just such a complex issue to try to explain via text, so now I'm going to talk about it. I was featured in a Mashable article back at New York Comic Con of 2014, and I was used. I was misquoted, and not only was I misquoted, my name was misspelled, and then, of course, some douchebags on the internet wanted to say their opinion about it. So this is going to be all about that experience. First things first, right off the bat, my name is Alana Leilani. It's one word. It's Sacrifice of a Heavenly Flower. I'm named after my Auntie Lay. It's Alana Leilani. I stressed that to the reporter who I talked to at New York Comic Con. In fact, I stressed it so much that I gave them my business card, and I made sure to repeat. It's Alana Leilani, one word. It's Hawaiian. Very proud of my Hawaiian name. It was Americanized for a very long time, and it was just Alana, but I have been able to change it. It is Alana Leilani. So that's, and I'm not mad if people call me Alana. I don't expect to be called Alana Leilani all the time. That's fine. But if you're going to talk about me in an article, I request that you use my full name. Because, you know, you don't see Hawaiian names enough in popular culture. You don't see the Hawaiian language enough in popular culture. And, you know, maybe insisting on people using my name when documenting me is stupid. But, you know, it's my way of being proud of the place I was born. Being named after my auntie like I was, and I'm one of 4 girls who's named after her because she's such an amazing person, so I'm proud of my name, and I'm very insistent that she get it right. But anyways, getting a little ahead of myself. I was Lady Rainicorn at New York Comic Con, and this lady comes up to me, asks if I can do an interview, and she has a recorder. So it's not just her writing notes, she's recording me. And of course I say yes, because, you know, I like to do interviews. I've interviewed with Nerd Caliber and for Nerd Caliber, as in I've done the interviewing and I've been the interviewee. And I've done lots of other interviews, so like it's nothing new to me. I like talking. Big surprise. So she asked me about the big cosplay is not consent signs and what I think about it. And so I tell her that this year, I think New York Comic Con is amazing, welcoming, awesome place, and I haven't had a single problem. And she said, oh, did you, and how was it last year? So somehow we got onto the subject of how it was last year. I think maybe I said way better than last year. She asked me what happened. So I'm talking now on the recording about 2013 New York Comic Con. And I told 2 stories. One of how a zombie footballer came up to me going, boobs, boobs. And we're like, haha, funny, funny, whatever. And he's coming closer and closer. And I realize he's not going to stop. Now, 2 issues. He does not have permission to touch me. So I don't know why he thinks it's appropriate for his, because he's a lot shorter than I am, and I was also in heels. So like, he's basically going to plant his face into my breasts. Anyways. Secondly, he was a zombie. So he had all sorts of makeup and blood on, and I guarantee you that cosplayer did not seal his makeup. So he would have gotten it all up in my business, and that is not okay. I did not spend all my work on my cosplay for you to get your shitty ass makeup on it. Not that if you're a beginner your makeup is shitty. This guy was shitty because he bugged me, therefore it was shitty. And see how that logic works? Science. Anyways, so he's coming closer and closer and closer, and my 2 friends on either side of me kind of like look like what? And it was weird because you expect someone to stop. And the reason like they didn't physically stand up for me, I'm twice their size. I'm 5'10" and easily double their weight. So I don't, this is Captainrica. In case you haven't heard of her, you can look her up on Ricola.tumblr.com or Facebook page Captainrica. She's a model and she's very thin and sprightly. And then on the other side was Caitlin. But anyways, so I just reached out and I grabbed his forehead and just shoved it. And then he just kind of like wandered off. It was a really surreal experience. So I told her about that. And then I told her about the second guy. The second guy still weirds me out. He was a younger kid, like teenager-ish, and I don't know if he spoke English or not. His friends did. I don't know if he was playing dumb. I don't know. It all happened so fast. I was dressed as Jinx from Teen Titans, And he comes up and he does the, you know, camera sign. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And then he comes and he puts his arm around my waist and he goes, oh, can I? And tilts his head. And I'm just like, what does that mean? And he goes, oh, can I? And then he goes and he lays his head on my boob. And so I'm like, no, I'm not comfortable with that, no. And so he's like, okay. And so we still let him take the picture with me, because, you know, at least he asked. But then, as his friend goes to take the picture, he does it again. So I got mad. I reached and I grabbed his face like this. I don't know what's with me, like grabbing. That's like my thing apparently. Wachar! My sensei would be so unhappy with me. But I grabbed his face. And then I yanked him like this, and then I rotated my hand and pulled him in front of me. And then again, shoved him away. Because apparently it's just my defense. Rawr! Maybe I was a raptor in a past life. I was a face hugger. Anyways. So his friends like start apologizing. They're like, we're so sorry, we didn't know he was gonna do that. So sorry. And they like drag him away, and like con security starts following them. But I was telling her how I had no experiences like that at 2014, and how it was such an improvement, and how I was really proud of the community, and how like it had grown and matured. She didn't put any of that last part in. She used my stories from 2013 to talk about 2014, and she made it sound like they happened then. So, you know, I wrote her an email. She had her email on there. I put, you know, you spelled my name wrong. This is how it's spelled correctly. Please cite me. This is my Facebook page as written on the card I gave you. And please correct that I said that New York Comic Con had grown and improved a lot, and these instances that you describe are from 2013. She never responded. I could look up her name again and blast her, but I mean, you could just Google it. I'm very unhappy. I don't like how it was used, but you know, apparently Mashable can do whatever they want. So thanks, Mashable. Thank you. You're so great. Now, on to this part 2. Of course, this was released on the internet. Trolls got a hold of it, some douchebags. I did not receive, like, I don't think more than 2 douchey messages. So, like, high five internet. Go around. Granted, I'm no one and not that important, so 2 messages, I mean, that's probably, like, impressive. But anyways, I need to stop saying but anyways. They're posting about it on some forum. I don't remember if it was CGL, 4chan, Reddit. I don't remember. Someone sent me the link. Never send me the link to these things. Those areas are their areas. Granted, I'm on Reddit, but if they want to say something nasty about me, let them. It's their playground. Let them do what they want. As long as they're not coming on my page and threatening me or threatening any of you guys, let them say whatever they want. Let them say I'm a 3-headed cock gobbling cunt duster. I don't care. But because someone sent me the link, of course I clicked on it because I have no control of my life. And I was reading it, and what I've read, of course, was really troubling. The first one being that, I mean, obviously, you know, the normal names, a whale, ham beast, a land whale, that's what it is. Ham beast, you know, all those ones which are like whatever. And I kind of want to cosplay. But then someone said something that was really troubling to me, which was, that my ego was probably hurt because people were so grossed out by me that I made up the stories to give my own ego a boost. First of all, I don't think people just seeing your breasts and ignoring the rest of your costume is an ego boost. To me, it isn't. I like it when they see the whole thing and they're like, that is a great costume. And your boobs look great. And still, I just don't like that last part that much. I love my boobs. I love looking at them. I like having them out sometimes. I just don't like it when that's the first things people talk about, or when people I don't know talk about it. And maybe that's hypocritical, but I also don't like when people just come up and like talk about my teeth, or would just come up and talk about like my neck, or like how tall I am. It'd be weird if someone came up and like, you're so tall. I'm usually like, yeah, what do you want? So yeah, it's weird to remark on someone's body when you just met them. Maybe that's just me, but I just think that. But secondly, just the thought that if you're fat, there's no way you could ever be sexually abused, harassed, or bothered. Do they really think that's the case? Do they really think no fat woman on this earth has ever been raped? And now I'm not saying I was raped at all. I'm not putting myself in that position, but it felt like they were implying that fat women are so disgusting that obviously we couldn't be sexually harassed, which is a really dangerous territory because anyone can be harassed, no matter their gender, no matter the gender of the harasser. It happens to men, it happens to women, it happens to people of all ages, and so it's just something you should take more seriously. If someone says they're being sexually harassed, then like, listen. And I don't care if you think they're the ugliest side, if they fell out of every branch of the ugly tree, ran into the broadside of the ugly barn, and they got painted with an ugly stick and then beaten to death with it. You still don't get to like invalidate their experience because you find them unattractive. And then another thing that I found really problematic of it is there wasn't a ton, but of the ones who were talking about how disgusting and gross and how I couldn't possibly be attractive, like, there are a lot of people who disagree with you. And I don't mean they disagree with you in the fact that I'm attractive. I mean they disagree with you in the fact that they're attracted to fat women. And it's okay that you're not. You don't have to be. That is A-okay. But the fact that you are just so up your own asshole, you can't imagine that someone else would be attracted to something that you're not, is so weird to me. Like, for example, I don't like... What don't I like? I don't like boring, generic looking people. That's really bad. What is a specific thing I don't like? What am I not? I don't know. I don't have a specific thing I don't like physically, I guess. But let's just say I didn't like long hair on guys. I don't like guys with long hair. That's not true. I love guys with long hair. Don't listen to this, but this is an example. Let's say I didn't like guys with long hair. Am I gonna go and mock every other woman who likes guys with long hair? No, that's stupid. Why would you do that? All the other women can take the long-haired guys that I don't like, and then I can date all the short-haired guys because there's less competition. Like, shouldn't you encourage other guys to find fat women attractive? Because then there's less competition for the skinny women that you like? I don't know, is that a thing? I just don't understand why there was so much vehemence towards me and also towards people who could possibly find me attractive. Also, just don't invalidate other people's experiences just because you don't think they're attractive. Rape isn't usually about attraction. Sometimes it is, but most of the time it's just about power and getting off. That's it. And again, I am not saying I was raped. Not in any way. It was not that extreme. I'm not that upset about it. I was borderline sexually harassed, and I hurt them. That's what I did. And then to be used and misquoted by a news article on a semi-reputable website, and then emailing them and having them ignore me, that was pretty annoying too. And then having, internet trolls get their hand on it, it's whatever. So all in all, not pleased with Mashable. Don't judge people's sexual experiences by their, by how you find them attractive. Listen if someone's saying, they're being sexually harassed. And then, don't be an asshole. Alright, that's good. So, I'm not gonna ask you to leave feedback on this because at this point I don't think feedback is key. But if you have a story of your own, I would love to hear it. If you have an article that misportrayed you, or misquoted you rather, if you had an experience with online trolls, if you had your own sexual harassment experience. I mean, I have one kicker where actually someone did try to take advantage of me, and being fat saved my ass. Literally my ass saved my ass, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, feel free to comment with your own experiences down below. And other than that, please be safe. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to see more of my work in cosplay, feel free to follow my Facebook page at facebook.com/thealanaleilani. And if you like this video, feel free to drop a comment or like it, or even better yet, subscribe. Other than that, I hope you're safe and you have a great day. Bye!